Did you know that the Kennedy Space Center in Florida is spread over a stunning 144,000 acres? That's about twice the size of Manhattan. This sprawling landscape is more than just a tourist attraction. It's a pivotal launch site for human spaceflight, a testament to our ambitions of exploring the cosmos. From sending astronauts to the moon to paving the way for Mars exploration, the Kennedy Space Center has been at the heart of it all. Now, let's delve deep into the history of this massive space center. The story of the Kennedy Space Center starts in the 1960s, during the height of the space race. The decade was marked by a fierce competition between the United States and the Soviet Union, both aiming to prove their superiority through advancements in space technology. In the midst of this intense rivalry, a new chapter began for NASA in 1962. The Kennedy Space Center, named after President John F. Kennedy, was established on Merritt Island, Florida. With its proximity to the equator, it was a strategically chosen location, allowing rockets to take advantage of the Earth's rotation to achieve the necessary speed for orbit. The Kennedy Space Center was destined to become more than just another launch site. It was to be the heart of America's space exploration efforts, a symbol of national pride and scientific achievement. And indeed, it lived up to its promise. Throughout the 60s, the Kennedy Space Center was a hive of activity. It was here that the monumental Apollo missions were planned and launched. Each mission was a stepping stone, each launch a testament to human ingenuity and courage. The Apollo 11 mission, perhaps the most famous of them all, was a defining moment for the Kennedy Space Center. On July 20, 1969, astronauts Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin launched from this very center, made history by becoming the first humans to set foot on the moon. It's impossible to overstate the significance of this achievement. Not only did it mark the United States' victory in the space race, but it also opened up a whole new realm of possibilities for human exploration. The 60s were an exhilarating time for the Kennedy Space Center and for space exploration as a whole. The decade was filled with groundbreaking achievements, culminating in the successful moon landing. But as the 60s drew to a close, it was clear that the Kennedy Space Center was just getting started. As the 70s dawned, the Kennedy Space Center entered a new era. During these transformative years, the center underwent significant changes, most notably with the development of the ambitious Space Shuttle program. This program was the heart of American human spaceflight for 3 decades, from the early 70s till the final Space Shuttle mission in 2011. The Space Shuttle, a reusable spacecraft, represented a significant shift in space exploration. It allowed for more frequent trips to space, dramatically expanding our knowledge of the cosmos. The Kennedy Space Center also expanded its facilities to accommodate these technological advancements. New launch pads were constructed, vehicle assembly building was modified, and the orbiter processing facility was built. These infrastructural developments were monumental, allowing for the safe construction, maintenance, and launch of the shuttle fleet. However, the journey was not without its trials. The late 70s and 80s were marked by 2 of the most tragic events in space exploration history: the Challenger and Columbia disasters. The Challenger exploded shortly after takeoff in 1986, and the Columbia disintegrated upon re-entering Earth's atmosphere in 2003. These heartbreaking incidents claimed the lives of 14 astronauts and shook the world. But the resilience of the Kennedy Space Center and the space program was truly remarkable. Instead of retreating, they took these tragedies as a call to improve, to learn, and to ensure the safety of future astronauts. Extensive investigations were carried out, safety measures were enhanced, and the program continued with renewed dedication and purpose. The 90s saw further growth. The center played a key role in the construction of the International Space Station, a symbol of international cooperation and a testament to human achievement in space. Despite setbacks, the Kennedy Space Center continued to push the boundaries of space exploration. The lessons learned and the advancements made during these decades have laid the foundation for the modern era of space exploration, proving that even in the face of adversity, our quest for knowledge and discovery remains undeterred. The new millennium brought new missions and partnerships to the Kennedy Space Center. As we stepped into the 2000s, a major shift was on the horizon. The Space Shuttle program, a symbol of American space exploration since the 1980s, was nearing its end. In 2011, after more than 130 successful missions, the Space Shuttle program retired. This marked the end of an era and the beginning of a new one. The Kennedy Space Center was no longer just a launch site for NASA missions. It was becoming a hub for commercial spaceflight. It was around this time that the Kennedy Space Center started building partnerships with commercial companies. One of the most significant of these partnerships has been with SpaceX, the company founded by Elon Musk. This partnership brought about a new wave of innovation and progress in space exploration. In the past 2 decades, the Kennedy Space Center has been the site of some truly incredible missions. One of these was the launch of the Mars rover Perseverance in July of 2020. This mission has been critical in our ongoing exploration of Mars, as Perseverance searches for signs of ancient microbial life on the Red Planet. Then, there was the historic SpaceX Crew Dragon launch in May of 2020. This was the first time in nearly a decade that astronauts were launched from American soil. It marked a significant milestone in our journey back to the moon and, hopefully, beyond. These are just a few examples of the exciting projects and missions that have taken place at the Kennedy Space Center in the modern era. The center has evolved from a government-run launch site to a hub for both governmental and commercial space exploration. Its partnerships with companies like SpaceX have brought about a new era of spaceflight and have helped to push the boundaries of what we thought was possible. Today, the Kennedy Space Center remains at the forefront of space exploration. So, what does the story of the Kennedy Space Center tell us about space exploration? It tells us a tale of ambition, courage, and human curiosity. It's a story that begins in the heat of the 1960s space race. The establishment of the Kennedy Space Center was a testament to America's resolve to reach the stars. A symbolic line drawn in the sands of Florida that signaled a new era of exploration. The center's early days were marked by the Apollo program, an extraordinary testament to human ingenuity. This program saw astronauts leave Earth's confines, journey through the void of space, and set foot on the moon. It was a feat that stunned the world and forever etched Kennedy Space Center's name in the annals of history. As we moved into the 1970s and beyond, the center saw expansion and development. The Space Shuttle program became the new focus, a reusable, reliable vehicle for space travel. This program was a stepping stone, bridging the gap between the moon landings and a future of endless possibilities. And now, in the present day, the Kennedy Space Center has embraced the era of commercial partnerships. It serves as a launchpad for private companies, fostering innovation and furthering our understanding of the cosmos. From the space race to private spaceflight, the Kennedy Space Center has been, and continues to be, a symbol of human ambition and curiosity. Who knows what the future holds for this giant of space exploration?